and I'm a missionary teacher with Wycliffe Bible Translators, and I've been stationed or working in Dar es Salaam for the last few years, and I'll be going back to Tanzania, but a different part. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am, my calling, and a little bit about Wycliffe, and then a little bit about what I've been doing and what I will be doing. So, I grew up around here. I grew up in a Christian home. I first asked Jesus into my heart when I was about 4. Became more serious in high school. And then I went to college in Iowa, where I earned a degree in elementary and special education. And then while I was in college, we had guest speakers in chapel, and I was very interested in missions and really had it on my heart to go to Africa. And I wanted to work with orphans in Africa. But God sent me to the middle of nowhere, Alaska first. And so I was out in rural Alaska for 3 years where I taught special ed, grades K to 12. And in 2007, I had my evaluation with my principal one day. And he said, you know, are you going to return next year? And out of nowhere, I said, well, I kind of would like to go overseas to work, but there's no doors opening at this point, so I don't know. And I'd been in contact with 3 different mission organizations since I'd been in college, and just intermittently and checking in with them, and they were checking in with me. But that particular day I got home from work, and I had a message on my answering machine from Wycliffe, and they said, we think it's time for you to apply. What do you think? So I was really excited because that was God opening the first door. So I started the application process in October of 2007, and I was accepted as a member with Wycliffe in March of 2008. And so, or April of 2008. In March, I had to decide if I was going to stay on for another year in Alaska and renew my contract or not. And it was really hard because it was that stepping out in faith and saying, okay, God, what's your next plan for me? Am I supposed to do this, or am I supposed to stay in Alaska? What's the deal? And so I submitted my resignation, and then got the call from Wycliffe that I'd been accepted as a member. So I came back to Minnesota for about a year and raised support, and then left for Tanzania in July of 2009. So that's where I've been. I want to share a verse from Proverbs 19, verse 21. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. And so just constantly surrendering day by day, hour by hour, what we're doing to the Lord. And even when I'm surrendering things, there's things that I plan out and think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, and God changes them, and His plans will prevail. So it's been really exciting to watch. As we go, you'll learn more about why I chose Wycliffe and not another mission organization. But I will start. How many of you have heard of Wycliffe? Okay. Wycliffe was founded in 1942 by William Cameron Townsend. He was a missionary to the Choctaw Indians in Guatemala, and a need was expressed while he was there for a Bible. And so it became his mission to have a Bible in every heart language. John Wycliffe was the first person to translate the Bible into English over 600 years ago, and there are now over 400 different English translations. So I have a little activity. I have 3 containers of Smarties. Okay, I want you to try to guess how many Smarties are here in all the containers combined.
All together, you say?
All together. That's a good guess, but it's low.
1,721.
Another good guess. Keep trying.
6,482.
You are close.
1,500.
That's a good guess. It's a little low.
6,310?
Still low.
Oh.
8,1000.
That's a little high. 6,877. Each Smartie in these containers represents a language of the world. Now I want you to guess which of these 3 containers represents all the languages in the world that have a complete Bible.
C.
C represents the number of languages that have the entire Bible. How about some of the Bible? B. And none of the Bible? A. Pretty surprising. Only 8% of the world's languages have the entire Bible. Almost 2,300 language groups have some of the Bible. And about 4,100 language groups have nothing. Which means there's millions of people that don't have the Bible in their heart language. Of the 4,100 that have no Bible, nearly 2,000 have a need for a Bible translation project to be started in their language. Wycliffe's vision is to have a translation started in every heart language by the year 2025. So many types of workers are needed for this task. And I'll show you a little thing that I have. It's not so little. Everett, I might need a helper for this. Do you think you can help me out?